Decoding the Economy, How to Read the Financial Pulse Without Going Cross-Eyed. Welcome, people. Let's take a crack at decoding the economy, where we take the economy's pulse, track its heartbeat, and try not to flatline ourselves in confusion along the way. I'm your host, your financial Sherpa, here to lead you through the twisting, turning trails of economic indicators, jobless claims, factory orders, and durable goods. Trust me, it's more fun than it sounds. Okay, let's get onto the same page here. Today, we're not just going to learn how to read the financial tea leaves. We're going to have a good time doing it. And by the end of this, you'll be able to impress your friends at dinner parties with random facts about the composite index and the fascinating world of housing starts. Yes, we're about to turn economics into your new party trick. Okay, now Section 1. Section 1, the economy's doctor visit, measuring economic health. First things first. Imagine the economy as a giant, slightly grumpy patient at a 24-hour clinic. Economists are the doctors, keeping their fingers on the pulse at all times, trying to figure out what ails it, or better yet, what's keeping it healthy. They look at a bunch of charts, graphs, and statistics like nurses checking blood pressure and heart rates, and record things like unemployment figures and durable goods orders. Are you with me? Now you may be asking, why should I care? Great question. These indicators, like jobless claims and factory orders, tell us if the economy is expanding, contracting, or just lazily sitting on the couch eating chips. And spoiler alert, when the economy's not feeling well, it's not just the patient that suffers. We all catch the economic flu. But don't worry, because we've got the facts to inoculate you from financial confusion. Let's start with something easy to digest. Like jobless claims, they're kind of like checking how many people didn't show up to work because the economy's been rough to them. How are we doing so far? Let's dive into Section 2. Jobless claims, a snapshot of struggles. Jobless claims are one of those indicators that economists watch like hawks. It's essentially the number of people raising their hands and saying, "Hey, I lost my job and need unemployment benefits." A rising number of jobless claims, that's like the economy calling in sick. And when those claims go down, it's a sign the economy's getting back in shape and ready for the next round. Okay. For instance, back in early 1999, the number of unemployment claims took a dramatic dive, kind of like that moment when your favorite athlete finally gets off the injured list. Everyone cheers, the economy perks up, and we all feel a bit more confident. Good. But here's where it gets spicy. Low unemployment can also come with a dark side. Inflation. Yes, inflation, where everything costs more, but your paycheck doesn't quite keep up. Employers, in their quest to hire workers when the competition is tight, might start raising wages, which in turn drives up prices. Suddenly, that $5 coffee turns into a $6 coffee, and your wallet cries a little. Section 3. Durable goods, long-lived and highly valuable. Now let's talk about durable goods, don't worry. No math involved here. Just think of durable goods as the big-ticket items in your life. Cars, refrigerators, machinery, the stuff that's built to last. When orders for durable goods go up, it's like the economy is saying, hey, people are buying more expensive things because they're confident. It's a sign of growing demand. A backlog of these orders shows that factories are working hard to keep up. And that's a green flag for economic expansion. Think of it like a bakery running out of cakes because demand is so high. The economy's oven is working overtime, and that's a good thing. What do you think about this so far? Let's get moving. Section 4. Leading indicators. Your crystal ball for the economy. But how do we know what the economy is going to do next? That's where the leading indicators step in. They're like a financial crystal ball. No, seriously. The Index of Leading Economic Indicators has a solid track record. It's predicted recessions going back to 1950 and usually gets it right. Well, most of the time. It's like your weather app. Right 80% of the time, but occasionally it'll forecast rain, and you'll end up sunburnt at the beach. This index is made up of 10 indicators, which includes everything from jobless claims to stock prices to housing permits. These are averaged together to give us an idea of what's on the horizon. If you see 3 consecutive months of the index rising, it's like the economy stretching before a run. It's a sign of potential growth. But if it's falling, well, it might be time to grab an umbrella. And by umbrella, I mean maybe rethink that big investment for the moment. Section 5. Housing starts. It's a builder's world. Let's talk about housing starts. It sounds like something HGTV would love, right? But it's much more than just new homes. When you see a rise in housing starts, meaning new building permits being issued, it's a sign that the economy is on the up and up. Think about it. If builders are confident enough to start new projects, it means they expect people to buy homes. That's no small thing. A growing economy tends to produce increased demand for housing. More people have jobs. More people are willing to invest in property. And that means more homes get built. It's like a game of economic dominoes, with each housing start tipping into the next positive indicator. But beware, when housing starts drop, it could signal trouble. Builders don't stop for no reason. Section 6. Factory orders, the hum of progress. Now you may be thinking, okay, I get it. Jobless claims, durable goods, housing starts. What's next? How about factory orders? Specifically, new factory orders. Because who cares about yesterday's goods when we're living in the now? New factory orders track the amount of stuff companies are ordering to produce things. And it's not just any stuff. We're talking consumer goods and materials. The raw ingredients that keep factories humming. It's like the economy stocking up its pantry for a big feast. The more factories order, the more confident they are that people will want to buy what they're producing. When you see factory orders rising, it means business is booming, consumers are ready to spend, and everyone is confident the economy's on solid ground. It's like hearing the hum of progress. Things are moving, growing, and keeping the wheels of commerce turning. So, what have we learned today, folks? The economy may seem like a confusing, complex machine, but with a little patience, it's not so hard to understand. Jobless claims give us a snapshot of employment struggles or the lack thereof. Durable goods orders show us the strength of consumer confidence. The index of leading indicators acts like a crystal ball predicting the future. Housing starts, they're a key sign of economic health, showing whether or not builders are ready to build and buyers are ready to buy. And finally, new factory orders. Well, they're the hum that tells us the economy's engines are running at full speed. Together, these indicators help economists, investors, and, well, people like you and me figure out whether to feel confident or cautious about the road ahead. Remember, it's not just about one number or one chart. The real magic is in connecting the dots. So next time you hear some financial news, give a little nod, sip your coffee, and say, yeah, I get that. You'll be the most interesting person in the room. Thanks for listening to Decoding the Economy. Stay tuned for more episodes where we break down the mysteries of the financial world, one fun fact at a time. Don't forget to subscribe and keep your economic antenna tuned.